Handful of riders tried to slip away, but they haven't managed to do that. The team car on the left of our picture there was TVM, which means we must be coming up on Laurent Roux. The indications are the gaps have been closing all of the time. Miguel Indurain, who was on the attack with Luc Leblanc 2 years ago, conceded the stage win, but really did kill off all of his rivals, sitting there near the front of the pack. Abraham Olano, the world champion, he's a standout, as we can see on the far left. An attack by Alex Zülle. This is the first serious attack. It comes with 10 kilometres to climb to the summit, and Alex Zülle is going to give it a go. If he gets away and gets the time, he will be back in the frame in a big way here. Zülle grits his teeth and accelerates away. Now, what sort of a reaction will this claim? The first man that Zülle will see will be the little petite climber, Laurent Roux of France. There he is, and here comes Zülle. So Laurent has blown to the wall because the rest of the race is just behind, and Zülle goes straight by him. Laurent Brochard, Richard Virenque at the front, Miguel Indurain still there, so too Jan Ullrich. What a surprise Jan Ullrich is turning out to be. And it looks as though the tempo, they've just outridden Zülle and brought him straight back into the pack. And I think the man that done the damage was Miguel Indurain himself, so the first and second in last year's Tour de France are right on the front now. And one or two riders beginning to find the sting in the tail here, not least Tony Rominger. There's Evgeny Berzin, who's been rather quiet since he got his good hiding on the road to Sestriere in the Alps. But maybe he'll come back into his own on this climb. Nobody willing. Bjarne Riis seems to be moving up and down the race group here, taking a good look at the riders in the front. There he is, number 21. He's just looked across at one or two of the faces. He keeps on doing it. He's riding alongside the man I think he might think will attack. 111 there, Luc Leblanc. Abraham Olano, Pyotr Ugrumov, Evgeny Berzin, all of the big names are still in this front group. Going off from the side of Virenque is Bjarne Riis, and now from Ullrich. Ullrich looks across at him, and you know, Ullrich has sort of sat back there and allowed his team captain to accelerate. And, well, having said that, they've come back to him, and the rider who's brought them back is Miguel Indurain. Today we have got to see the start of the return of Miguel if he's going to get back all of the time he has lost. The majority of it, of course, coming on the climb to Les Arcs more than a week ago. The yellow jersey, it's a fine sight when the man who leads the Tour has all of the strength to dominate the front of the main group, as he's doing here. There's nobody in front of this group now. Indurain trying desperately to ride alongside him and remind him just who he is. Richard Virenque takes a good look at them. He continues to build his lead in the King of the Mountains. Yet another brutal acceleration by Bjarne Riis. And still nothing. They just follow his wheel. Although this time he's pulled about 7 riders clear here. Riis, he's masking Miguel. And now the motorcycle's masking my view. But he's gone out the way, and we're seeing... Oh, Berzin's in trouble. He's falling back from the back wheel of Escartine, the green shorty rider in front. So Berzin again caught in the mountains, and this only the first day in the Pyrenees. The brutal days still lie ahead, the hardest days of the Tour undoubtedly, with the longest days to come to Pamplona, where we will actually race past the home of Miguel. Another attack by Bjarne Riis. This has got to be his 3rd or 4th attack here. He keeps on softening them up, but they still claw their way back up. This he's keeping on a little bit longer because he spread the whole field in this breakaway as Bjarne Riis goes once more. I think it's Laurent Dufaux who's trying to get up to him. And Indurain is slipping down. He's lost the grip of first wheel up by the leader, Bjarne Riis. Indurain is moving back down the field here, and I wonder if he's cracked again. Bjarne Riis continues to stay out of the saddle and keep on the pressure. Indurain has cracked. He's being caught here by Luttenberger and by Abraham Olano. The 2 Spanish riders, 1st and 2nd in the World Championships and the World Team Time Trial last year, are now detached from the lead group by an inspired Bjarne Riis. This yellow jersey has done all of the attacking, and he's watched the riders tire one by one. He now has just 3 riders left behind him to worry about. There's still a long way to climb here. There's Dufaux, the 2 Festina riders, Richard Virenque, Luc Leblanc, memories now a little bit foggy of 2 years ago when he won the climb here. And it looks now as though the yellow jersey is playing the cards which will win in the Tour de France, because he really is showing them who is the best man. 5 kilometres to climb. He can pick up an awful lot of time, but then again he can also blow up. As Bjarne Riis heads up towards the summit. And the lone figure here of number 166, that is Leonardo Pipoli. And Laurent Dufaux having his best tour as well. Rocking and rolling a little bit. Brochard in the chase group now. Where is the... And here he is. I was saying about where's number 1. But Miguel Indurain is now being dispatched in the group that contains his Spanish countryman, Abraham Olano. Indurain, it seems, started this climb with the determination to show either himself or the race he was still very much in it, because he rode right on the front, but he could not take that third or fourth acceleration from Bjarne Riis. He's now under that 5 kilometres to go banner. His lead is nosing up. Bjarne Riis produced something special. And you know, in the story he told journalists just before Christmas, he said he knew how to beat Miguel Indurain. But before I tell you that story, there's Rominger with a bandage on his right knee. He has had 1 or 2 very nasty crashes, and I think that knee is now giving him trouble. He'll be a little bit surprised. He was dropped early on the climb. Now he's coming up behind Indurain, and I think he's going to try and accelerate right by Miguel. Miguel might lift his pace a little bit, but it doesn't look as though he can. Indurain just looks across because the road goes around to the right. Way up in the sky there. But to come back to my story about Bjarne Riis, he did say that he believes that Indurain could only hold his power for so long on the big climbs. If he could allow him just that time, he could then attack him and destroy him. And that's exactly what has happened today. Riis has never had such physical condition as this. He's proving to be a superb wearer of the maillot jaune. He's doing something, in fact, that Miguel Indurain never could do: win a road race stage while riding in the leader's yellow jersey. Indurain, by my notes now, is falling away from this year's Tour de France, and is happening on the entry to his own country in Spain. Rominger, an inspired return to the forward groups here, because now he's coming up on the next group, which contains Luttenberg and I think Abraham Olano. This is the chase group of Bjarne Riis, led by Laurent Dufaux, Richard Virenque, Luc Leblanc. Leonardo Pipoli is the 4th man who's done a good ride to get across. Rominger now the driving power in the chase group, trying to recuperate some of that lost time. They're not going to catch this man, though. He won at Sestriere to get the yellow jersey. He's now going to win his first day in the Pyrenees at Hautecam to increase his lead in it. Riis taking the short way around as he climbs up to Hautecam. There's no way back but down the way you come up to this mountain, which stands some 25 kilometres away from the city of Lourdes. Even though you're tired, you just feel so inspired when you know that everybody is behind you. And what class! Virenque, Dufaux, Pipoli sitting here at the back as he rides behind the 3 Frenchmen, well, 2 Frenchmen and a Swiss, but 3 French-speaking riders. A massive crowd here at Hautecam who have followed this most interesting tour these last couple of weeks. And look at this now, a signal from Riis to say, it's me, I'm number 1. A determined face on him, he sprints up towards the line. This is going to be one of Bjarne Riis's greatest ever victories now, to win at a stage like this when you wear the maillot jaune, to look at the riders and blow them one by one off your wheel. You know you are the very best. Inside 5 hours for the ride as well. Bjarne Riis gets the victory. He will increase his overall lead by every second he stops over that line, and these riders stay out this side of it. Laurent Dufaux trying to open the sprint, but he'll have a little problem for his own teammate, I think, Richard Virenque, because there are mountain points here as well. Dufaux takes a good look at Virenque, realises he needs the points for the King of the Mountains. He probably won't challenge him, but he wants to conserve time, and he digs deep to find that little extra effort to hang on to Richard Virenque as they race to the line. And Luc Leblanc will have to be settling for 4th place. Virenque comes clear, and Dufaux in the same time gets 3rd. It's a good result for Festina. Luc Leblanc comes over the line in 4th place. and they're almost a minute behind conceded. Tony Rominger is going to be best of the rest with a 6th place finish, but he's going to lose the best part of a minute and a half or more. And just behind him is Jan Ullrich, another fine ride by this youngster who was the 1993 World Amateur Champion. A great sprinter, a great time trialist and a great climber. All the qualities you need to one day win the Tour de France. Miguel Indurain is going to finish in 12th place, a far cry from the 2nd place just behind Luc Leblanc of 2 years ago when he was already in a commanding overall lead. I think it's safe to say now Indurain is not going to win his 6th successive Tour de France, and he'll stay a member of the famous 5 club. The man today, though, is Bjarne Riis. Here he is winning the stage, and now he is with our Paul Sherwin.
7 kilometres.